when someone usually asks me, what's your favorite game? The game for some reason that comes immediately up is Minecraft. Now, Minecraft isn't my personal favorite game, but it absolutely deserves recognition for just how perfect it is. And I say that because, I know perfect is subjective, but I say that Minecraft gets almost near perfect because it consistently delivers like a very, very engaging experience to almost anyone who plays it. And it uses this with using storytelling, it uses sociability, it uses emergent gameplay, all kinds of like amazing things that other games can't do. So I think it deserves recognition for exactly what it can do.
Yeah, I never really thought of Minecraft as one of my favorite games. It was just so ingrained in my head that it actually kind of went without saying. And I actually felt a little bad when I realized that, like, oh yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite games because, I've spent so much time playing it.
Oh, bitch. Oh no, I'm gonna die.
You're gonna live.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, I'm gonna die too.
Shit.
I'm dead.
You did. I'm dead too.
One of my favorite things about Minecraft is its ability to tell stories without being programmed to do so. In the sense that Minecraft is a living, breathing world rather than a written story. And because of that, you have this completely self-driven gameplay that really lets you have these personal experiences that could never really be written, because of how ingrained they are into what specific choices you decide to make, and everything kind of has a way of reacting to your presence. And because of that, you can find these crazy personal stories that are really, really interesting. And this is a game that has no cutscenes, no waypoints, no missions, it's just a world.
Stories can be natural and organic, and they're not written stories. They're ones that are your personal stories. And they can happen anywhere. We even had one where you and I tried to get carrots for pigs.
Yep.
Because we wanted to breed pigs.
Carrots. We need a carrot. I know you can find it in like villages that spawn around. Yeah, because then we can breed those pigs.
I'll bring them pigs. Okay, well, we have to go quest out for a village.
Yeah.
So we gathered our things and went off into this big quest. All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Pick a direction and we go. So we're wandering through the desert and we're just hoping we can find a village soon. And it's starting to take longer and longer and longer, and the sun is starting to set, and then it's nighttime and the monsters are coming out. You have a bunch of arrows in your face.
Yeah. So the weapons that we did have, we went and tried to kill all the monsters, and there was a lot of monsters, and we're just out there, killing as much as we can, trying to go forward. And it gets dangerous, when we're on the verge of losing more health and losing more food and losing, weapon status and stuff like that. And so the sun rises again, and then we're coming up to the more desert and more desert. It looks like we're never gonna find this place. And then something funny happened where you're like, I'll bet you $100 it's over this next hill.
It's gonna be just over this hill.
Right.
It's gonna be, I bet, $100.
$100.
Oh!
There's no way anyone could have predicted that. That's amazing.
There it was. Village is waiting. It's as if it knew,
Right.
It's like you can't write that kind of stuff. That's real life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that kind of thing is so I believe serendipitous is the word.
Serendipitous.
Yeah. And it's very special to have that kind of experience,
Yeah.
It's very unique.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we got to town, got our carrots, and then you started slaughtering all the people.
We should massacre these guys, huh?
No. Oh, what's up with this? You're a mass murderer.
Yeah.
I am. The thing that Minecraft does program is its procedural world, right? And because, like you said, everything's random and unplanned, really, you can come across things that you've never seen before. And what's really cool about this is because it is procedural, every time that you load up a new game and you load up a new world or something, it's always a new world. And it's always something brand new. You have new landmarks, you have new environments, everything. And it's just like every time that you play, it has something that other games don't have, and that's discovery, and it's always new. Like you can probably have this in other open world games where you can discover things that you haven't seen before. But then once you've been there, you've been there. And Minecraft goes beyond that, and it's always new.
That's something that I've always loved about Minecraft. I've always loved just messing around with the world generator and just trying to get interesting worlds, just generating over and over again until there's something specifically unique about a world. Having that general discovery you were talking about mixed with like personal discovery and, setting your own goals really allows for a huge wealth of choice in this game.
There's a big cave over here.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. What if we built on top of this cave?
Like right here?
Yeah, and the basement is the cave.
I dig it.
Let's do it. Like, you're just presented with an almost daunting amount of choice.
That whole wealth of choice that you're talking about is usually what's referred to in the design world as like player agency, because of all the responsibility that you have. The reason that's even a game design term, like even in the first place, is because games are, designed things. And so if you have most linear games, like we'll have like choices that are presented to the player, and then the player makes those choices, and they don't ever feel kind of like the person who's making the choices. They don't really feel like the avatar. But if they do, then, that's called good player agency. But Minecraft kind of has perfect player agency, and it's because, like you were saying, choice is all around you.
Then we can have a prep station or something here, like a bunch of chests.
All the time. You're never presented with just A, B, and C. Go through that door, go through that door. It's everything. It's every single thing that you do. So because the whole game is only going forward based on what you do, based on your own action, that's perfect player agency. Yeah,
that's something that's actually made me very existential. Just the sheer amount of possibilities in this game, and the fact that it's all put onto you. Like, the game doesn't tell you to do anything. It doesn't even encourage you to do anything. It's just there, and it's 100% up to you to fill in, give yourself purpose, and that's such a huge thing. Like, even in real life, you have to give your own self purpose in real life. You have to do that in Minecraft in order to play the game, and that's a crazy thing. Just to scratch the surface of what you can do in Minecraft, you can build a house, you can make art, you can raise cattle, you can start a farm, you can go mining, you can even do these crazy things like bending the systems of the games by using torches in a cobblestone box and create mob spawners and get skeletons to spawn, and you can farm their resources and get them to be in a conveyor belt of death every time they spawn. The fact that you can do that is awesome. And the coolest thing about all of that is none of it is programmed. No one was Notch wasn't sitting there on his computer and he's like, okay, time to program in the mob spawner. That didn't happen.
Right.
This is all emergent gameplay. In that sense, there's nothing in Minecraft that lets you say build a house. What it does is it puts you in a world where building things is possible. And say you could get wood and stack it on top of each other and form a square and seal off the top and call it a house. It's not like you're scrolling through your menu. You're like, okay, select house. Here's my house preset. Gonna plop it down right here. It's creative. You have to design your house. It's not just a preset thing. And because of all this emergent gameplay, it opens up a door to this massive amount of ingenuity. Where people are literally building computers out of just what's in the game. People are literally like making switches, making like binary switches that go on and off, ones and zeros, and making rudimentary calculators that can do multiplications. They can make even literal displays that can display images on a screen.
Doing things inside the game that was like never really intended is just super awesome, just super fascinating. Like, for example, oh shit, creeper in our library.
In the house. Ooh.
Like a creeper coming into my house and me being afraid because, you know, I built a space that I considered to be my own, and I've placed torches around there to defend the space that I call my own. Knowing that creepers explode and destroy things, I now want to defend my space from this threat. And so I have genuine fear and genuine surprise when I see like a creeper inside my house and I go, ah! like that's crazy. There was even a time that I'm mining and I kept hearing this like weird sound behind me all the time. And I kept imagining, okay, there's a monster there and it's going to attack me, when in actuality it was probably like water or some shit. The idea that I'm imagining a monster is inside of a game that's going to attack me, that mirrors the real world. You know, there's times where, you know, you imagine a threat and that's just regular anxiety and fear. Oh shit, there's a creeper turning.
Oh man.
That's actually super interesting. Like what you're kind of talking about there, of that like reality bleeding into the game sort of a thing, is something that I've experienced with my friends. I have a whole group of friends that I basically met through playing Minecraft. Like we went to different schools, so I had a mutual friend who introduced me to them, but I was introduced to them on Skype over the internet. And what we would do is we'd all get on Minecraft and just play Minecraft. We'd play for like 6 hours straight every day. And like we did this for like a year before I even like met them in person, you know. But Minecraft was like this world that we could actually genuinely build a bond with each other in, because of the sheer amount of player agency that's in the game. You know, we could as a group decide, okay, we're gonna build this project and we're gonna all work together, and there's gonna be like delegation and like we all have our specific jobs within this project, or we can all kind of individually build our own house and have our own little community where we have our own spaces that we can have to kind of express our own personalities through the game.
Yeah, you and your friends, I mean, like, having that sense of community is also available on the public servers, ones that like are dedicated to building. Like, they have their own rule sets and intentions, you know, ones that have like survival modes or building modes, or even ones that emulate like cities, like entire cities with their own laws and currency and stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy. And not even to mention, I mean, you can have mods, you know, third-party mods that fundamentally change the game. Things can get meta when it comes to Minecraft mods, where because Minecraft is a game that's about creating and about having the freedom to do whatever you want. But you can also, you know, make Minecraft do what you want within the code itself, and you could mod it to do anything, basically. I mean, and the open development has been really cool about this, really relaxed about everyone, you know, pitching in and just making all kinds of mods. If you can't do something in Minecraft, you know, and you want to do something specific, there's most likely a mod out there that will let you do that thing. The
developers of Minecraft have always been very open about modding. They've always encouraged modders to come along and pretty much fundamentally change the game. Like there's one mod pack called Feed the Beast, where it's a collection of mods. So it's like tons of mods, all like rounded up, put into a pack that you can install all at once. And it adds things like the portal gun into the game. It adds things like combustion engines into the gun, and like factories, and you can like make harvesters that will harvest any materials you want. It makes the game like 10 times deeper than it already was. I really can't help but feel like Minecraft has gotten a bad rap over the years, and I can understand why, because it's a pretty toxic community in a lot of respects, and they've made a lot of updates to the game that are not really necessary, changing things like the combat. Combat was never a main focus of the game, and it just was unnecessary to change it. There was nothing wrong with the combat. Adding things like the end, where once you defeat the Ender Dragon, you get a Star Wars text crawl of basically lore, and I don't think that is appropriate for Minecraft, that kind of ending thing, you know? It seemed obligatory.
I mean, I would agree. I can understand, how people can feel that Minecraft has grown away from the original spirit that started it all. I personally don't really like what Minecraft has become now, but the cool thing about Minecraft is what's really interesting about their development is that you can play any version of Minecraft just on the launcher. You can just create. There's a little drop-down menu that you can say, hey, I want to play 1.5.2, and now you can play that one. It's cool that you can do that. I don't think there's any other games that let you do that. The reputation of Minecraft has inflated to things like Minecon, Minecraft toys, things that you see in Target, Minecraft lunch bags, spin-off games, stuff like that. All of the crazy commercial Minecraft stuff has really made it hard to remember what even started all the hysteria in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. I notice this kind of thing happens pretty frequently when something of high quality also gets extremely popular. You see this in things like Rick and Morty, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
This crazy oversaturation, and that oversaturation can turn people off. However, just because that absurd fanaticism does exist, it doesn't make the original material any worse. That game is still there. Minecraft is actually great on its own, and you should play it.
I did play it. But you and I played it. This is what the whole episode was about.
What? We played the game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you remember we just showed a bunch of footage. That was all from.
That was Minecraft?
Yeah, it was Minecraft.
I thought that was real.
No, this is real.
This is real?
This is real.
I thought this was Minecraft.